please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, thank you. Welcome. This is where I like to watch, react, and share my 2 cents about a couple of properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. So, in today's video, I'm going to conclude my journey related to The Expanse by sharing with you a presentation of my ranking of all 6 seasons of this amazing show. If you had a chance to watch my episode ranking of season 6, then you should be all warmed up and ready for this particular ranking that will, like I said, conclude overall my experience with this show. But before I start my presentation, let me just give you an idea as to what to expect and how it's going to be laid out for you. So, of course, firsthand will be my visual presentation of my ranking of all 6 seasons of The Expanse. I'll be narrating over a series of clips taken from all of the episodes, which will also, of course, include some of my ash emoji expressions. The common disclaimer that I tend to express in all of my ranking videos is that these ranking presentations are not meant to be taken too seriously. It's just my way of expressing different aspects about the show, about the episodes, about the seasons that actually matter to me and in what order. So if I was on, a deserted island and I had Amazon Prime and I was given the choice to pick seasons of The Expanse in a specific order, this is the order that I would do it in, okay? So just kind of look at it as something fun like that. And second, right after sharing my ranking, I will then share with you some of my thoughts related to my experience watching The Expanse and sharing my reactions here on YouTube specifically, because I share my reactions elsewhere, but it's on YouTube where I've had, let's just say, a very interesting experience. Just in case you decide to actually start your own reaction channel, a bit of insight about my experience might be helpful to you. I'll let you figure that out for yourself. And then lastly, I'm going to cap off this video with a very special message that I'd like to share with my loyal subscribers. Therefore, assuming you haven't checked out the timestamps in the description box below, you now have an idea as to what to expect in this video. So without further ado, if I was stuck on a deserted island with Amazon Prime as my only streaming service and I had to pick the order to which I want seasons of The Expanse to be presented to me, at my number 6 spot would be Season 5. This was indeed a season of a lot of twists and turns. Some key moments include Holden's warning to Fred about the unknown aggressors, Philip leaving behind his childhood friend to die, Amos flirting audaciously with Avasarala, followed by his return to his hometown in Baltimore, Alex attempting to reconnect with his family on Mars, Drummer finding out that Marco killed Ashford, Bobby kicking ass and saving Alex, Marco's surprise attack with literal rocks hitting Earth, Naomi trying to reconnect with her estranged son Philip, Sakai's shocking betrayal and Fred's tragic death, the Red Spider Bot blasting on the scene and stealing the only known sample of the protomolecule, Philip kidnapping his mother and Marco holding her captive, Clarissa and Amos escaping a destroyed prison, Bobby and Alex being badasses in space, Naomi's extraordinary escape from the Pella, followed by her harrowing experience trying to stay alive on the rigged Zemea. The brilliantly choreographed action of Amos, Clarissa, Eric, and their crew leaving Earth. Alex and Bobby's amazing rescue of Naomi, followed by Alex's tragic and untimely death. The Free Navy's victorious battle at Medina Station, concluded by Softair's crew and the Barkeith being wiped out by the unknown aggressors. There's no doubt Season 5 had a lot going on with a strong focus on interpersonal relationships, especially involving Marco, Philip, and Naomi. It's the last season I would pick to rewatch because I think Season 5 took a very sharp and admittedly an unwanted turn from the protomolecule. Rest assured that I'm very much aware that each season of The Expanse is associated to the books to which it's being adapted from. But despite that, I personally would have liked to have seen more narrative surrounding this mysterious blue goo, since that's one of the main elements that has kept me hooked on watching The Expanse in the first place. At number 5, Season 6. This was a series finale season with tier-worthy outcomes. Some notable moments include the introduction of Laconia, Kara, and the strange dogs. Philip's self-destructive and sad behavior. Drummer's family drama with Joseph and Michio. The tension on board the Rossi with Naomi, Clarissa, and Amos. The arrival of Walker and his alliance with Drummer against the Free Navy. Naomi's PTSD and Clarissa's bravery in the line of fire. The strange dogs reanimating the mama bird. Prax's brief but very informative communication with Amos. Holden secretly disarming the torpedo to save Philip. Rosenfeld's boldness with Philip and her expressed ambitions to Marco. Naomi's passionate plea to Holden about not taking responsibility for her choices about Philip. Kara's little brother Zan dying and the introduction to Admiral Duarte. Monica suggesting Avasarala change her PR strategy regarding the Belters. Kara's dead brother Zan brought back to life by the strange dogs. Bobby's wise words to Amos about war and duty. The heartbreaking reunion between Naomi and Drummer. Followed by the exceptional meeting between Drummer and Avasarala. The Rossi crew going into battle and demolishing Marco's railguns. Walker's brave self-sacrifice to destroy the Pella. The Rossi's successful attempt at triggering the unknown aggressors to extinguish Marco and his crew. The reveal of Philip getting out alive unbeknownst to a grieving Naomi. Holden's ascension to becoming the president of the newly formed Transport Union, concluded by his surprise resignation and transfer of power to Drummer. There's no doubt Season 6 had a lot of story to cram in cohesively into 6 episodes. Depicting the protomolecule activities on Laconia was an excellent choice to get viewers like me hopeful for future installments of Expanse-related media. It's the second last season I would pick to rewatch simply because it was so short. The Expanse was and still is one of Amazon Prime's top-rated TV shows. So, considering the fact it was the last season, I believe it deserved at least 10 episodes and a lot more attention with regards to marketing. I mean, seriously, would it have killed them to sell some merch related to this show? I really want a Rosinante coffee mug. Why can't Amazon make that happen? Also, it's not like there isn't a large and loyal fan base ready and willing to indulge in watching The Expanse. So, despite the myriad of reasons given out about their decision to decrease the episode count, it doesn't make it any less disappointing. At number 4, Season 4. This was surely a season filled with unexpected smiles. Some remarkable moments include the appearance of the protomolecule form of Detective Miller, introduced as the investigator. The political drama on Earth with Avasarala and Nancy Gao. Naomi taking her first steps on a gravity-filled planet. Drummer and Ashford's conflicts with policing the Ringgate. The volatile introduction to Mercury and his crew. The mysterious life forms and protomolecule-related structures found on Illis. The arrival of Dr. Elvie and her scientific observations. Bobby joining a criminal underground operation on Mars. The alarm surrounding an explosive eruption on Illis. Mercury's violent actions of retribution against the Belters. Everyone on Illis narrowly escaping a terrifying tsunami. Dr. Elvy's discovery of a viral eye infection. Followed by everyone going blind by this virus except for Holden. The devastating and deadly trap set up by Marka aboard the Pazusa. Drummer's confrontation with Fred and quitting her post at Medina Station. Followed by her full-on smile with Ashford. The success of connecting the Barbie to the Rossi ship. Dr. Elvy's joyful discovery about Holden's immunity to the virus, followed by more unexpected smiles between Holden and Naomi. Miller's true consciousness overcoming the protomolecule's control. Amos reluctantly killing his lover, Wee. The riveting showdown between Mercury and Holden. Miller, in metallic robotic form, helping Dr. Elvy guide him through a fiery-looking hole that looks like the wrathful eye of a god. Amos kicking Mercury's ass. Ashford's boss man gun-blazing entry into Marco's hideout, followed by the bombshell intro of Naomi and Marco's son, Philip, and concluding with Ashford's noble choice to spare Philip's life and be spaced out by Marco. There's no doubt Season 4 had a lot of new characters to connect with, places to explore, and mysteries to uncover. It's the third last season I would pick to rewatch, mainly because of the pacing. When there was action, there was action. But when things quieted down with a lot of dialogue, some episodes dragged on a bit more than others. At number 3, Season 2. This was definitely a season full of surprises. Some memorable moments include the attack on Christian Avasarala's life, the intro of the strong-willed Martian Marine Bobby Draper, Holden and Naomi expressing their interest in each other in a very spicy way, Miller and Amos's epic fight in the Rossi dining area, Amos's funny switch up on Alex in a bar, the outcome of Miller's shocking confrontation with Dresden, Miller's idea to use the Mormons' Nauvoo ship to destroy Eros Station, Eros Station inexplicably moving on its own away from impact with the Nauvoo, Miller's encounter with the protomolecule in the form of Julie Mao, followed by his courageous self-sacrifice to join Julie's consciousness and steer Eros Station away from Earth and crash into Venus instead. The backstory about how the Epstein Drive came to be. Naomi lying to Holden about destroying the protomolecule sample. Bobby encountering an alien-looking creature. Anderson Dawes stirring the pot of drama with drummer Fred and Holden. The shocking and cleverly done kidnapping of Cortazar. The introduction to Prax and the cruel murder of his friend Doris. The hostile takeover of Tycho Station by Staz and his goons, followed by drummer's amazing badass takedown of those punks. Bobby's dramatic trial proceedings on Earth. Melissa's tragic loss of her husband on board the Weeping Somnambulist. The reveal of protomolecule human hybrids known as Project Caliban. Amos's vicious beatdown of the selfish chicken man, Roma. Bobby rebelling and punching Captain Martins. Amos's fast-action throwback of a live grenade into the enemy's room, followed by the escape of an incredibly strong proto-hybrid. Sadavir's heartless murder of Khrushchev. Naomi risking her life to save as many Belter lives as she can, followed by Champa's powerful words of solidarity. The hilarious banter between Cotillard and Avasarala amidst imminent danger. The reveal of Prax's daughter May being alive. The beautiful on-screen depiction of the proto-hybrid's demise. And concluding with the visual spectacle of the Arbogast being deconstructed as it descends towards the surface of the Venus Eros crater. There's no doubt Season 2 had a lot of amazing special effects and compelling drama. It's the third season I would pick to rewatch primarily because I don't have as much of an emotional connection with certain characters and plot lines as I do with the next two seasons I've chosen to highlight. Which leads into my choice at number 2. Season 1. This was certainly a season that took me on an unforgettable journey. Some extraordinary moments include the series' opening scene of Julie Mao on board the Scopuli, followed by her out-of-this-world encounter with the protomolecule, the shocking explosion on the Canterbury with the loss of Holden's lover, Addie, the remaining Canterbury crew running out of oxygen and struggling to stay alive, Shed compassionately saving Alex's life, followed by the MCRN Donager taking them all captive. The heinous and brutal attack on Miller's partner, Havelock. The startling and ghastly decapitation of sweet, helpful Shed. The backstory of Fred Johnson's mishandling of the crisis on Anderson Station. Diogo being put out into space alone by his uncle. Miller getting fired and then almost dying. Avasarala meeting Holden's mother. Alex protecting the Rossi by successfully fooling a Martian boarding skiff. The intense shootout at the Blue Falcon Hotel. Followed by the horrific discovery of Julie Mao's dead and protomolecule-infected body. The backstory of Julie's journey, her exposure to the protomolecule, and her painful death. The reveal of terrible experiments with the protomolecule on innocent belters. Holden and Miller's accidental and fatal radiation exposure. Semi threatening Amos and Naomi. Followed by Amos gunning down Semi. And concluding with a confused Kenzo being plucked by a mass of protomolecule. There's no doubt Season 1 had a lot of fascinating visual effects and a captivating narrative. It's the second season I would pick to rewatch because of the enthralling mystery surrounding Julie Mao and the protomolecule. Moreover, the characters, big and small, are well written and performed by very talented actors. The main aspect that prevents this season from being at my top spot is the limited amount of action sequences. Hence, if I had to select only one season of The Expanse to recommend to anyone, my number one choice would be Season 3. This season was truly an emotional roller coaster ride. Some incredible moments include Bobby and Avasarala riding in Julie Mao's Razorback, Amos heroically saving Prax from certain death, Amos's hilariously awkward admission of his knowledge about wearing pumps, Jules Pierre Mao connecting with Prax's daughter May, the Rossi crew briefly held hostage by a Martian soldier, followed by Bobby using her words instead of her fists to save them, proto-hybrid Katoa and the frightening dismemberment of his nurse, Mr. Mao ordering May to be the next protomolecule hybrid in the making, Prax training with Amos to avenge his daughter, Admiral Souther's sudden and tragic death, Holden realizing proto-hybrids were launched into space, Cotillard's heartbreaking last words to Avasarala before his death, Bobby's intense fight with an aggressive proto-hybrid, Prax's heartwarming reunion with his little girl, followed by Amos stopping Prax from becoming that guy. Remnants of the Arbogast mixed in with the protomolecule rising above Venus. Maneo's visually stunning death while speeding through the ring gate. Amos's in-your-face rejection of Monica and Cohen. The intro to Ashford and his tense exchanges with Drummer. Clarissa, initially known as Melba in this season, going all She-Hulk on an unsuspecting Ren and murdering him. Drummer's decision to fire on the Rocinante despite Naomi's protests. Melba/Clarissa detonating explosives on the Sung-Un and framing Holden for it. The form of Miller reappearing to Holden as the investigator. The backstory about Julie and Clarissa Mao's upbringing. The investigator Miller guiding Holden to the ring station. Lieutenant Mayer disassembled and repurposed to patch up some damaged flooring. Clarissa's horrifying attack on Tilly. Holden's mind-tripping vision of the ring gates, the protomolecule, and the unknown aggressors. Bobby's crew turning on her for protecting Holden. Anna coming to Naomi's rescue from a vengeful Clarissa. Drummer's risky sacrifice to save Ashford's life. Holden's obliviousness as to the reason Clarissa was locked up. Ashford's alarming decision to destroy the ring gate. Alex and Bobby uniting under dangerous circumstances. Ashford ordering for Holden and Naomi to be shot. Clarissa saving everyone by knocking out Ashford and reversing the power buffer, and concluding with the mystifying appearance of a slew of ring gates leading to unknown new worlds. There's no doubt Season 3 had a lot of intense action and shocking surprises. More importantly, in my opinion, this season had emotionally impactful character arcs, especially for the likes of Prax and Clarissa. Check out my episode ranking for Season 3 for a more detailed breakdown. So, there you have it. That is my ranking of all 6 seasons of The Expanse. I know it's a bit on the cheese side, a little bit corny here and there, but it was the only way I thought would be at least visually stimulating to get some idea about my thoughts and opinions about each season. Since there's only 6 seasons to pick from, if you're so willing to share with me what your ranking would be, please do so in the comment section below. I really would love to know. Now, as for my experience watching and reacting to episodes of The Expanse, for the most part, it has been very positive. I am so thankful and very appreciative of those of you that have been consistent with your support in the comment section since Season 1, Episode 1. And when it comes to the negative or the challenges that I had to deal with, in short, because there are a number of them, but in short, I didn't expect there to be a certain type of viewer that's keenly looking for, on the hunt, for reaction channels that provide somewhat of an echo chamber experience for them. I didn't expect that. I don't know why. I should have, but I didn't expect it. And so when I encountered it in the comment section, it took me off guard. And what I mean by that, it's a certain type of viewer that believes that their reaction to an episode, to a character, should be the same with other reaction channels or reactors. And so when it's not the same, that viewer takes it upon themselves to somewhat be offended by that and proceed to express their offense in a very snarky, rude, disrespectful, sometimes, most times, passive-aggressive way. And so that was the main issue earlier on that I didn't expect to encounter with certain viewers. And my only regret is that I didn't nip it in the butt a lot earlier on. So tip number 1, if you are going to start your own reaction channel, protect your comment box. It is your channel, it is your experience to these episodes that you decide to watch or whatever property you decide to watch. And so that is my regret, is that I didn't protect my comment box a lot earlier, especially with some viewers that took it upon themselves to argue back and forth and insult other viewers and other users. Yeah, that's definitely a big no-no. And lastly, I would say actually as a third thing that became an issue and that I wish there was a better way around it is that I wish I had looked into how to get a proper moderator for my reactions to The Expanse. I should have put out an invitation for anyone willing to volunteer to moderate the comment section. So that's something I do regret. I didn't really understand that aspect of how that worked until I got some, coaching by other YouTubers. And so in hindsight, I would have avoided spoiler comments had I taken action in that regard. But overall, like I said, aside from those few problematic situations, my experience here watching The Expanse has been very positive. And to those of you as my subscribers to my reactions to The Expanse, I'm putting it out there, my final thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think it's fair to say, based on all the comments, that Kirk Darling, you are the MVP viewer or subscriber. Thank you very, very much. Your insight not only related to my reaction videos about The Expanse, but also my reaction videos and my review videos on my channel. Thank you. You've been a very consistent support. When you disagreed with me, you knew how to write out your disagreement in a very tactful way that was demonstrative of the same respect that I believe that I show in my videos to viewers. So thank you very much. And to a lot of others of you, such as James Holland, you're another one. Thank you very, very much. Zabco BDS or Desk Hero, whatever your username is these days, thank you. Ken Berry, thank you. Wrote it no last name. Thank you, because you've definitely left some fun and entertaining comments throughout my journey here watching The Expanse. And so you're definitely included as one of those people I very much appreciated along the way. And for those of you that have consistently watched my videos, but you're just not into commenting on them, thank you very much. And I hope that you continue to watch whatever videos I put out there related to sci-fi and or fantasy. So that's a wrap, people. It's the end of my journey with The Expanse until further notice, if they come out with the season 7, which I doubt. I think it's going to be a spin-off with Laconia and all that stuff way down the future. But nonetheless, I have plans to react to a new sci-fi series. As I mentioned in my year-end updates video, I am going to be reacting to the series Fringe. And so if you're interested in watching my full reactions, details on how to join my club is in the description box below. Or you can be entertained by my short, condensed picture-in-picture version of my reaction that I'll be posting Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time starting February 1st, which for you would be tomorrow, assuming that you are watching this on January 31st when I've uploaded this video. And if for whatever reason your journey watching my reaction videos to The Expanse has concluded as well, and you're ready to move on to other channels by unsubscribing with thereof, that's okay. Thank you anyway for your attention to this channel up until this point, and I wish you all the best. I hope you've enjoyed this video overall, so for now, I'm tuning out, peacing out, goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.